Hi and welcome to a new series. I'm Trouble. Well, yeah, I'm always Trouble. And this is Blood Bowl Legendary Edition. And I have no idea, I've literally just installed this game, played one or two games, and yeah, I'm going to see how it goes. I'm going to do a campaign, just because, why not? Go with the classic mode, because it's the only mode I actually learned for. Let's put a title in. So yeah, if you fancy seeing more of these, just let me know down. I'm going to go easy because I'm a complete noob. We'll go from which race, and just go through in each one in a second. But yeah, if you fancy seeing more of this, just comment down below or actually contact me, talk to me on Teamspeak, and we'll go from there. Right, orcs and humans are the easy starting ones. Dark elves or elves, the general ones, will run away. But being an orc lover, that's what I'm going to go with. Now this is going to be difficult. So essentially what this game is a cross between rugby, American football type-ish thing. So you essentially just kill your opposition and get the ball to the touchdown zone. Just go with OGG. So we have a team's motto. Ooh, it's gonna be hard. Let's just go knock him down. Whoops. Someone hit Control V too much. I can't even spell today. So this is gonna be fun. Knock him dead. Right, just go with that and let's begin campaign. We're going red. So we'll start up in this one. Very easy one apparently. So right, we're gonna need players. So essentially what these linemen are your weakest one. This is movement, strength, agility, armor value, and this is their level. As you progress, you go higher up in the levels, or you'll be able to recruit guys at level 2, 3, etc. So, blitzers, they come with this block ability, which is very, very useful. So if you'll see it's a bait dice based game, and so this is very helpful blocking some of that weird RNG. Movement, again, they're sort of your slightly better linemen. You can see the salary, or you have more money. But remember, we have to spend this 1 million as well. We get rerolls, cheerleaders, apocryphy, which is essentially you heal up your players. And of course, fun factor and assistant coaches, which are like cheerleaders, which give you better off events at kickoff. Of course, I'll go through this as we go on through the game. So, we're against orc versus orc. This is going to be interesting. Very interesting. So, alright, let's buy some players. So, I'm just going to go with standard setup, which is 4 of these, and of course in each one of these, as we go up, you'll get more of this abilities, and this will make more sense. Get to choose our skin colour as well. Let's go for that one, and that one. So we'll buy 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll buy 4 of these black orcs. We'll buy 2 linemen. This is a very sort of safe and standard one. And then this one, Powers and Safe Hands, great sort of carrying the ball for you. I need 7,000. So that's all we're going to spend, because we just want it on our basic, basic ones, because we want rerolls. These are very useful. This will help you stop any really bad RNG. Get one of them, I think, and then, yeah. So we'll get 1 apocryphy, which is just 20,000 left, and then 2 cheerleaders, because this helps us on the kickoff. And that's how we'll go. You'll find the team, well, the cheerleaders are very weird, and that essentially is our team. So you've got the black orcs, got the lineman, I think that's the lineman, yeah, that's the lineman. And then these brutes at the back are our blitzers. I think. Wow, anyway. So yeah, that's where we're going to go. So we're just going to go straight in it. In fact, I'm going to save. Save without quitting. That's what I want. And let's go. So this is essentially here is what you get to balance up your teams. So if the other team is much better, as you can see, 300 points more, so it gives us 300 gold pieces extra. And of course they haven't taken any cash in, so we get a slight advantage. Wizards are always useful, bribes very much the thing to get. I want to get 2 of them, and then I may get a wizard as well. Or no, I can't. Whoops. So I'm going to get some extra team training, which gives us an extra reroll, which is always very useful. So I can take down. No, we'll go with that because I'm happy with that. So let's see what they bring. They brought a thrower, they brought a goblin. So you want to. He's going to be an absolute pain because he's going to run like and win. But Black Orcs and Blitzers linemen. So they got no thrower. Oh yeah, they have. Never mind. So they're probably going to start full Black Orc, full Blitzer, thrower, possibly, or 2 linemen. The goblin will be the one we sort of want to get rid of. Same with the thrower. And sort of go through the game as we do. Well, go through what we need to do. Because of course I'm all new to this. So it's just a summary of what we get. And yeah, so let's start the match. Right, and here we are. Ooh, new arena. Haven't seen this one before. So, let's see how this goes. And I'm going to turn them off. So I'm just going to keep them on for this match, in fact. And we'll go from what we see from there. So here we have not a huge amount of time, but we are, I assume, receiving the kickoff. So we want, we've got linemen there. I think they'll be setting up after us. So what have we got? We've got Black Orc, Black Orc, Black Orc. So we want a lineman. Yeah. No, in fact, we want blitzers. Blitzer, blitzer, blitzer. Because they've got the block ability, they're going to be very useful. So we put them on either side. Put the lineman close to the front. Because if you click on the... well, you can't see it. The tackle zone is essentially the squares around this player. So we just need to make sure there's no real gap. Put that the guy there. So another lineman goes there. With this one here, we'll go back here. It's a catcher. In fact, we'll go back here with him. This guy will go here. And yeah, we'll go with that. So as you can see, we got 3 rerolls. They got 2 rerolls. And down here, we've got all the interesting things. So the Bloodweiser, assistant coaches, fame, and cheerleaders. And that's where you get the wizard and bribes. How many bribes we got left and how many pocket thieves we got left. Okay, well, blitz for the turn, and I will explain that as we go through. This is just a sort of useful area, and it shows you the raw dice rolls. It's sometimes quite hard to see. So we are kicking off because the time ran out. The ball bounces all over the place, and as you see, they've got a heavy, heavy front line, which is going to make life interesting. Very interesting. Because essentially he's going to get hit by 2 players, he can get hit by 2. So my linemen are in a bit of trouble. And of course, because the ball can go anywhere, we're just going to kick it down the field. And as you can see, wow. So yeah, we've already missed a turn because the referee's stupid. And yeah, so the ball's landed quite nicely at the back. I don't like that view because it gets in the way and I don't see what they're doing. So we've got him moving. That guy's moved down to there. He's actually, it's a risky move because that's you can only get one or two of those sort of things, and you've got safe moves, what's called, and turnover moves. And these turnover moves can get very, very nasty. So they've actually run away from my area. I'm just going to turn N on so I know which one's which. But yep, that's so here's what you've seen. They've knocked me down, but then here, when they try to move outside my tackle zone, which is those squares around, I knocked them down, and that caused a turnover. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this guy up first. He can't attack, but he can still move. And then I'm going to see, I get one dice roll there, I get one dice roll there, one dice roll there, and two dice roll, but they get to pick. That's what the red symbol means. That's their blitzer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my guy there, because then he can't move without going outside my tackle zone. I'm then going to move this Black Orc up to here. This lineman is going to move to here. Now if I click on this guy, yeah, see he's got two dice. I don't. So it's a risk now, because if I do it with a block, I could have some issues. So what I'm going to do is Black Orc's got the most strength anyway. So that would result in a turnover. That doesn't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push him away from his buddy, and so then I get this guy. So the next turn, if this guy gets up, he's protected. Also frees up my guy back here. And what he's going to do is he's going to move to there. And then we've got... So how long got left in turn? Loads of time. He's an issue. What I'm going to do is move my guy there. So those two have issues running. See, he gets to pick, he gets to pick, he gets to pick. So what essentially I want to happen... Right. This is risky, because it's a one dice roll. Pushed away, that's lucky. We'll push him away that way, and follow up. Now this is a much better roll for me. So... 2 rolls, and... Yes, that's a good one. Him to follow. And essentially what that's done is knocked him down, and also frees up my player. So what I'm going to do with this guy is get him to move to here, just so we can help this guy. And finally, I get to blitz. This is a 2 dice roll. Could blitz up here, but wasteful. And he's the guy that's going to probably pose the most problem. And we get a nice roll there. So here we've got the block. He's got block. So essentially what it does there is if you get both down, which is the one just above that one. He's also very good at getting the ball off me, so I want him away from my guy. So let's do that, and he's going to move to there, and hopefully get down. So now I also, because I blitz with him, I can move, but I want to keep this guy on him. Next turn I'll move this guy, but what I'm going to do is move him there, in case he goes for the throw. It gives him the opportunity to intercept. So that's the end of that. So see, he's got up, and our next one is this guy's getting up. So this could be an issue. It's going to be a 3 dice, a pushback. Just back here you can see it's pretty hard to see. If I do that, maybe slightly easier. Oh, that guy's blitzing to go and knock this guy down. And yeah, it hurt. And there's a turnover. See that guy there just tried to move out, and so it resulted in death. Or a lot. So now I've got a lot more capabilities here, because my Black Orc can now actually move up. What I am going to do is get this guy up. Who's my poor little bitty lineman. So I've got my 2 guys there, and they've got the 4 around me. So I'm going to beat up on this lineman with this player. Right, that's... See, that will result in a turnover, this doesn't, so... And he's going to be pushed away from my boat, so he's going to do that. So now I can move to here, and this will then help because
yesterday I interviewed
give him
the Troll's super champion. Interesting. And I can tell you that he's as violent as on it. He's skinned alive my colleague from Elf magazine.
That gives me 2, that gives me 2, that gives me 1.
It's nothing personal, just an instinctive reaction.
So essentially I want to try and block off this ball, so I can move my guy to there. In fact, I'm going to blitz him into that, because then that gives me a chance. I also then want... That will give him the option, but that doesn't... Can't do anything with him. So I'm just going to do this, because it's the safest roll I can. Both down, but because we both have block, nothing's going to happen. And so, yep, they just sit and act pretty, but it essentially uses up that move. But yeah, I'll blitz into that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and take one of these guys down. Preferably this one, actually. Now, both down or push. Both down won't do anything because they go through a block. So I'm going to push him out of the way. Then I'm going to get this guy to follow him up. Because it means this guy's then free to move to there. Then what I'm going to do is get this guy to do that. And do that. And yes, I'm still going to get him following.
And you have to realize that it was only recently that they discovered the purpose of the ball during a match.
So, now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to blitz this guy. Only get one of these a turn, so... Oh, that's unlucky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push him away from his friends. And now what that does, it leaves him, he's essentially trapped, so they'll need to take out this guy. This guy's an issue. I'll need to take a roll of the dice to see if I stumble or fall there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, this is where it gets fun, I'm going to be a dirty player. I'm going to stamp on this guy.
It's so nice to hear the cracking of bones.
It doesn't do anything, so...
When a man was a man and a fracture was a fracture.
I've got now, I can do these sort of, these are sort of dangerous moves, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this one. Just pushes him away. What I'm going to do is I'm pushing him... Ooh, don't really want to push away, but I'll follow him, so at least he's got issues moving. Does give me an issue when that guy gets up. And then, finally, this one. Ooh, I don't really want that. This is where it's optional. Do I waste one of my rerolls? Well, they've already wasted one of theirs, so that's better. So it moves that to there, and I get to move my guy. And there we are, that's the end of my turn.
Yesterday I interviewed
So that Black Orc's got up.
the Troll's super champion.
Interesting.
And I can tell you that he's as violent off the pitch as on it. He's skinned alive my colleague from Elf magazine.
What do you expect when you put an elf next to a troll? It's nothing personal, just an instinctive reaction.
So them attacking this, it gives me the option of the dice. And I've got, now get to be pushed, or just get pushed. Which is a slight issue, because I didn't want that issue. This guy's now going to go and beat up on these. Yep.
I don't know if you really like that.
And then, that's it. You're right, he just tried to blitz out, and my lineman just murdered him. So I get the option of doing that. Get the option of doing that. Right. Want to get... Alright, that's perfect. Now I want to get this guy up here, because if I get the ball, I can pass it to him as well. Leave that for now. He wants to get up. Right, they get to pick, so what I want to do is on that. Push him away from his defense, push me into his spot.
The referees guild has set up rules concerning where, when, and how one can accept a bribe.
Right,
Under an agreement signed last season, clubs are not
and I want to
allowed
move
offer less
there.
than the going rate.
And it gives me the ability to do that.
Yes, it's a great spectacle, Bob.
Right, and then we'll use my blitzer. Oh, it's annoying. Let's push him. Does free up my lineman though. Which means my lineman can sort of pick on the goblin, and my blitz can also pick on him. Also get another attack on him. A single attack on that. And a single attack on that. Be safe. Because I get 2 dice, it's very unfortunate sometimes, but to do that. Does free up my blitz for next turn. I'm gonna pick on the goblin, even though he does have dodge, so he's probably just gonna avoid this. Oh, it's annoying. I screwed up there. Because that only gives me 1 dice roll now. Still gonna do it. Both time, because my block is going to result in the ball being spilt.
Little baby gets his medicine and he's having a little nap.
I'm then going to
The first
let's
quality
risk there.
is to be able to hit hard and if possible not to think. The latter is considered a nasty flaw.
Attempt to blitz the goblin. No. Play it safe, do that. Yeah, it was lucky. Lucky roll. Sort of away towards that.
Looks like there was some bad blood between those two, eh, Bob?
Yeah, Jim. Something to do with...
Don't particularly want to do this, just because they've both got block, and it's very, very risky, so I'm just going to end my turn there. So, they've got guys getting up, and we'll see what they're going to do with the ball. Thrower can... Well, no, you can't pick it up because you use an action move getting up. Another one I get to choose. Right, this is very good for me, because the attacker essentially dies for this. So, attacker down is what I want. Gives us a turnover. So, this is a very, very good chance. Essentially what I want is to knock the throw down or even push him away. It's even better. Push him away from everything. It's a 4+. That's a very, very risky pickup.
Well, one of them is anyway.
So that's even running. Runs through that tackle zone now. Okay.
Now, orcs have always gone for power.
Just gonna do this.
Realized that it was only recently
Or
that
am
they
I?
discovered
No, not.
the purpose of the bomb dispatch.
It's 1 dice, it's 1 dice, 1. Splits. If it moves there, essentially he's in 2 tackle zones, but it does mean that I get a slight advantage with this. So that's very useful. Oh, and that's really badly hurt.
I doubt that he'll be taking any further part in the match.
No, I'd say that the apothecary had his work cut out for him.
So he's got a growth strain, he'll miss the next game. He also doesn't take any further part in the game, so he goes and sits. Where has he gone? He sits somewhere. Maybe on the other side. Ah, here he'll be. He sits over there. Essentially. So he hurts. It hurts. Which also gets rid of the throat and also the guy. I'm not going to risk that. Instead I'm going to risk killing the goblin. 3 dice, this is very nice. Right. Do I want him to move? I don't want him to move because it will risk giving the ball up.
The Orchard Raiders lost their last match against the Dancers.
So I'm going to move him to there. No, I'm not going to follow him.
But whether he
Oh!
survives that injury or
It's
not,
another
teams in
big
the
hit.
premium will be rocketing.
So that's another goblin. He goes to... No long-term effect, he's just badly injured. So he's just going to sit in medical. But yeah, they're my cheerleaders. Looking as beautiful as ever. But yeah. Oh, I want my camera back now. That's the wrong way. There, that will do. 1 minute of turn. Right. Could risk the 3 pickup. I'm going to do that. Because this could result in a turnover, or it could result in a very nearly... Yeah, it's a turnover. So, that... Why is he going down now? I don't know. Oh, that's a good idea, actually. So that blitz has got up. He's going to blitz into my black ore, he's going to blitz to pick up. No, he went to try and pick up, but failed miserably. Which is always nice to see, so my throw can hopefully, yeah, reroll. And then, not going to move him yet, because I want to do some damage before I risk a turnover or anything like that.
Just look at the fans. They're red hot. A majority of supporters reckon that
So that's just going to do nothing.
to prevent the small minority of
But yeah.
peaceful fans from watching a match from the terraces.
They've got a point. If they don't want to join in the fun, they might as well stay home and watch it on cable vision.
So I got 1 reroll of the half, and there's 8 turns, or 2 more turns until the half. Right, let's see if we can get this guy. Push him out of the way. Yes, not really going to do anything, which is slightly frustrating. Blitz is going to blitz onto that guy. Because I've got both down, he's going to get knocked out. And then... Just move my guys out. And beat up this player. Ah, so got caught, but use a bribe.
He'll be lucky if he comes out unscathed from that kick to the head.
He's already lucky. He could have taken it somewhere important.
And let's just end the turn there. And I'm just going to see it turn over. He's out for, well,
I punched him.
the next thing. And I'm just going to do a simple run to touchdown. Because now I've essentially wasted up time. So what's this doing? Just well, showing you what's what and who's injured and who's not. So I've got no one on my side, which is always nice to see. And on their side they got 2 guys knocked out, 1 guy that's coming back to the field, 1 guy that's never coming back, 2 guys in reserve. So they're going to have a full team for next turn anyway. So I'm kicking off again.
And just how effective will one bodyguard be against the stadium?
My blitz are kicking.
True. Could be a bit one-sided.
What essentially I'm going to do is move everyone up to the front. apart from you guys back here. I'm going to kick off, hopefully to the same-ish position last time, because it's very, very close to the end. It's just going to be an all-out brawl. So, gentle gust of wind. Right, it will take one extra scatter, so it will scatter as you can see, and it's gone right towards the front line. Slightly frustrating.
Good hand skills. The ball is caught.
But essentially this is the last turn of the half, so yeah. It's just going to be, I'm going to try and beat up as many people because they're not going to get down to the other end of the field in a turn. Which is always very nice. Ooh. I'm going to do stumble because I don't want to get hit down.
Finally, there's one that lets his biceps do the talking.
Yeah, but from his opponent's point of view, it was a short conversation.
So, and see if I can beat up on... Push him into my guys, yeah. Gives this guy, stamp him down.
Cute little elf beauties are selling big moot sandwiches in the stands.
Hey, I'm off to get one. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
And so now you like big moot sandwiches?
No way. A little elf beauty, yeah.
So yeah, you see this random commentary. It's not going to last past this episode, don't worry. It's just I thought I'd leave it in for a bit of fun. Right. He can't hit. He gets a 1 dice roll hit. Lineman. Black Orc. That's 2 dice roll in my favour. Yeah, I'm just going to blitz that until the end of the turn. And it's a really bad roll. So, he can't attack, it's his favour, so I'm just going to do this. Reroll, 'cause it's the end of the turn. Both down anyway, it's a turnover, but that's the end of the game. Or the end of the half.